Hey everyone, welcome to a new video here, Sublime Traders. I'm Logical Orange, and today we are going to take a look at the current market situation, mostly red, with BTC sitting at $36,500 with a market dominance of 43%. Most of the market is dripping right now because Bitcoin is having a mini correction. The only outliers we have are Filecoin, FIL, went up 0.3%, and Theta that went up 6% also. Not much happening on the upside. So let's take a look at Bitcoin's price so we understand the ranges and we can see wherever this might go. So on the daily chart, we have a bearish outlook with a descending trend line that has been accompanying the price action all the way to the current situation. Right now, we have had a rejection on 39K that we are going to see in a more zoomed in chart. This was also tied to yesterday Powell interview that has been mostly contradictory, and we didn't get much information on it. However, the big picture of the trend is still looking bearish. We don't have any bullishness in this chart as long as we don't break above this trend line right here. And of course, we have a Fibonacci level that is extremely important, and that can be found at 41.4K right here. So it would be a confluence area right here, because we also would have a point of control somewhere around there. So yeah, we would have a point of control somewhere around here. This is also an extremely important level to break, and I suppose that if we manage to break this trend line, and I think it won't be now, it will take some more time, but if we do manage to break it, we would do something like this, then retest back, and then retry once more. But for now, I think that we are going to head lower, so we are going to test lower areas. So in order to pinpoint better these areas, I will go on the 4-hour chart and then on the 1-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we can have a better view in the zoomed in manner on the current situation right here. So yesterday, fake out right here, fake out at 38.5. This happened basically during the Powell interview yesterday, and well, indecision, of course. We are still led by indecision right here. So fake out in this resistance area. We didn't manage to pull it off. We didn't manage to flip it, not at all. We then reversed violently to the lower side, and we are now sitting. I suppose we are now in a point of control, which is not that bad, but yeah, we're kind of just below it right here, and well, flipping this point of control would mean that we will test the 39K once more. This would be good short term, but extremely short term. I'm not bullish right now. I'm not bullish at all, basically. I suspect that if Bitcoin stays in this range right here, that has been more or less established by the two fake outs that took place recently. So we have had one fake out right here, 33K, 32.5 right here, and the 39 over here yesterday. Well, we have a range that we can establish pretty much, more or less. It would be somewhere like this, being a bit rough on this range, but it is what it is. It is a range that has been respected until now, and I suspect that if we don't flip the point of control that I deleted, and I will repost right now. So if we don't flip this point of control, and if we fail to flip it, well, we would be heading to lower side, so 33.7, 34, and this would be an important level of support right here. So basically the price would zigzag around this box for some time. Now, this is not bullish for Bitcoin right now, but it can become if we flip the horizontal resistance right here, then if we flip the trend line, and then if we flip the Fibonacci that I showed you on the daily. However, right now we are in an undecision zone right here. That might, however, leave the time for some altcoins to evolve. So as you guys know, we have some longs open right now on altcoins that seem that they try to be decorrelated with Bitcoin. It is extremely difficult for this to happen, but it can when Bitcoin sits in a range. And well, it is in a range right now. The only problem is that it moves in the range with violent candles. So when this happens, it usually drags the other altcoins with it. So right now, on the 1 hour, we see the same thing more or less. The point of control, which is right here, we have the 200 EMA, the 200 MA that is acting also as resistance in this range. So it might push us like in the lower part of the channel if we continue with this mini trend that we have established right here. So we have some kind of mini trend that is establishing right here, and of course the moving average will follow the price and it will act as resistance along the way. So imagine that this would just drop slightly right here and it would block us on the lower side of this channel right here. And you guys know that the price usually takes the path of least resistance. So we might have a path of least resistance on the lower side. This meaning that the price, if the price escapes on the lower side of this range right here, it would be heading for the 30K level, which is an extremely important level psychologically and well, also fundamentally, because it takes about 30K USD in order to produce one Bitcoin, and this would be the break-even level for miners. It would be the point where many miners that are not as efficient as others would turn down their miners, and this would basically decrease the hash rate difficulty on the market. It will also start a wave of other fundamental issues on the market. However, a lot of liquidity is being placed at this level. We have stop losses, we have take profits. This level right here, so the 30K, extremely important, and it will become a target when and if we leave this formation on the lower side. And as we can see, with the MA pushing us slightly lower, we have some chances of this to happen. Now, we have also faked out once, we can fake out twice. So the main idea right now is to be extremely careful with the ranges, the edges of this channel right here. And I just wanted to finish with the weekly chart, which is basically a huge M formation. But is this an M or is this a monster cycle? Is this just the point where the price rejects on the main trend line and becomes well, bullish again? Well, this is a very interesting topic, and I would like your input also in order to see what you guys think also. In my opinion, this pattern right here is not an M, it is part of a cycle, well, up and down, of course, like this, like so. And this is mainly because of this week right here, this candle right here, which is not yet closed. It is the candle that is, well, the week we are in right now, and that I suspect will be followed by other undecisive candles, like in the previous formation we have had on the lower side of this cycle. And then eventually it will be followed by green candles, so green weeks that would lead up to one full month maybe of good bullish volume that will eventually lead to a higher high. Right now we have indeed only plotted a higher low. So we had the middle of the formation right here, which was lower, and now we are higher. We didn't close the current candle yet. We don't know what the following candles will be like. But in my opinion, I think we will be also followed, as I said, with undecided candles like this. The current fundamentals will allow for this to happen, because we have like extremely difficult fundamentals with Russia and Ukraine, with the virus, and with the Fed in the US, the inflation situation all over the place. We have an undecided fundamental market. So I think that the candles to come, so the weeks to come, will be undecided, like the fundamentals that basically create them. So my honest opinion, this is not an M. If it were an M, it would be catastrophical. But I think this is just the lower part of a cycle. So undecided weeks to come that will be followed by hopefully green big candles. This is all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Logical Orange for Sublime Traders. See you in the next video.